Hi everyone, welcome back. I am finishing up our live video, color along off the live stream, just to make sure that it gets done, and also I really wanted to honor your time and not take too much of your time. So we're gonna just finish the background, work a bit more on the swirly portal thing going on here, and then I'm going to come in and work on this eye and see how can I make it a bit more suitable to what I want for the coloring page. And then we're going to also embellish. So again, just carrying on the techniques that you would have seen in the live video. I'm using Neocolor IIs for the background, and I am just going in with a water brush now and just activating it all, being very careful to not use too much water, because the more water I use, the more likely I am to get significant bleed through on the other page, and I really don't want that. But I do enjoy using Neocolor IIs in Hanna Karlzon's books, and for backgrounds, they speed up the background. I'm not one who's good at making fancy elaborate backgrounds. I find them quite tricky, but I like this effect and it does work quite nicely. So for now, this is what I can do. And I also felt that making the page complete, this color palette completely in, would be a bit too much color, and I really don't want to take away from the centerpiece, which is this beautiful deer. Okay, so now with these backgrounds, I don't really tend to come back in with pencil. It's not like a galaxy background where I really want the transitions to be smooth. In this sort of background, I'm just really looking at creating a nice effect. All right, let's have a look at what we can do with this eye, and also add a bit of Posca paint to the insides of our mirror here. So I'm going to just lift you up so you are more in center, and I'm using a white Posca pen. Which sometimes I try and clean off on my paper. All right, so we bring in our white Posca pen, and then you can use your finger to just try and spread some of that Posca around when it's wet, and that helps to create a nice effect as well. All right, so I do want to have a bit of paint coming out of my pen, because that way I can really paint this and get a bit more color going on here. Okay, and I'm using my finger just to try and blend it out. So again, just using my finger just to try and blend this out a bit, but also keeping it light. And although my Posca pen is leaking, and I don't think it should be leaking like this, I'm trying to have it work to my advantage and do what I would like it to do. Okay, so then I'm just trying to catch it while it's still wet. Now you could probably do something similar if you have white acrylic paints or even watercolor. You could probably create this background with watercolor. You can also do it with pencils, but it will take you a really long time, so you'll just have to be patient with that. So I'm just going to come in lightly with a terracotta, and because my pencil is sharp, I'm just going to scratch this. And this is the nice thing with Posca, is you can scratch away some of it, so you can get it to work and do what you want. So if I use salmon, not a salmon, sorry, a cinnamon in Polychromos, I can also do something similar. And if it doesn't scratch off, I can cover it up, the Posca up a little bit, and that will also help me blend this out. I want a little bit of white in there. So here I would use these terracotta. Again, I'm just sticking to the color palette as best as I can because we wanted to do a limited color palette. It can also deepen up some areas here as well, just by varying our pressure. Remember to rotate your pencil to help you keep that sharp point. And then if we bring in some of that cinnamon, so this is my first time trying to create a portal look to it. I'm not sure if it's worked out, but it makes it a bit interesting, and at least it's a trial. So I'm just trying to work with this Posca pen and just keep working on creating that swirly effect. So you just, smoothen it out with your finger, add a bit more, smoothen it out. And especially the ends, you want to flick out the ends. Right, let's see if I use a bit more Venetian Red. Right, I'm going to move on to the eye. I'm not overly happy with this inside bit, so I need to give it some thought while I do something else. So we're going to take a black pencil and we're just going to color this in. So that was black. Now I'm going to use some terracotta. And I want some green gold. Some ivory. And this is the Dyk Brown. So this is either going to work or it's not going to work, because I really have no idea what to do with this eye. And I haven't been able to find anything showing me a better way of doing it. Gray 6. Dyk Brown. I'm going to do the black again. I'm actually going to use black Posca. Going back to the black pencil. And if we use a Sakura jelly roll, let's just scratch that off and try again. I'll let that dry a bit more. I want some more of that white Posca, and I want it to leak so I can blend it into So I'm going to zoom you out so you can see how I'm using the white Posca, and I'm trying to use my finger to create a bit of a mystical smoky fog type thing. I just have to be careful I don't get too much onto my colored picture. I just want to do this and just blend into the background so that it creates a more of a striking look. You could probably use a sponge instead of a finger. Sometimes a trick to get you on this Posca pen to deliberately leak paint, but as you can see, it gives it a bit more of a cloudy, like a fog setting in. See, I'm deliberately trying to get the ink out now. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to use Posca pens. Probably not. But anyway, this is what I want to do with it. And now that I'm adamant to get this out, it's going to be stubborn. There we go. I hope I'm not making too many of you cringe. Not the intention. Intention is to try and get this to be a bit smoky. I think this pen might be finished. I think I've used all the Posca paint. And I'm stubbornly determined to get it to do what I want. Please have more. Wait, there we go. I'm getting more. Yay. I'm stubbornly trying to get more Posca paint out of my pen because I actually don't have white acrylic paint and I should probably get some. Okay, I will leave it like that and get my Sakura jelly roll. I'm going to get some Dovecraft glitter glue. Oh my goodness. You see, that was a bit of paint there and I didn't want it there. Okay, so I've got some metallic gold acrylic paint and some Dovecraft glitter glue. So for the glitter glue, I'm going to pop it on here on these mushrooms. Now this will make my page bumpy, so when I come to color the other side, I'll just have to be careful when I go over these bumps, but I want that slightly raised look on these mushrooms. Now you can use stickles for this. Dovecraft glitter glue is what I've got available to me easily. And I also, when I was getting into adult coloring, having the Dovecraft glitter glue seemed the more viable option than investing in stickles in case I didn't like it. I'd always rather test something on a budget than buy something that is a bit more expensive but not necessarily something I gravitate to. Okay, so we need the white Sakura jelly roll to do the deer's dots. You just got to be careful, as you can pick up on your wet glitter and lift it up. What you can also do is turn the page so that the glitter is away from where you're going to be working, and then you don't have to worry about affecting or disturbing the glitter. You can use a white Posca pen for this if you like. Okay, I'm going to use some gold paint with a paintbrush. I'm just going to do these dots in gold. Okay. Just a bit more here. Right, so that is how it looks. And then what I'm going to do is take a Spectrum Noir Sparkle brush, and I'm just going to try and put in a bit more glitter in the inner part of this mirror, or maybe it's a gemstone, I don't know. Okay, so just taking the sparkle brush. I don't really know how to do this inside portion here. And yeah, so out of this entire page, I would say that this inner mirror portion here has not gone according to plan. It's not what I imagined. And basically I've just tried to come and do what I can to make it a bit more interesting. And it is possible that I got too ambitious and my skill level may not yet be at a point where I can create these ideas that I get in my head, which is also okay because it is how we learn. So I'm hoping to, next time I have this sort of an image, that I'll be able to color it in a different way and maybe with more skill. It's not really, it hasn't come out the way I wanted it to. And yeah, there's not much to really say other than that. So the page is okay. I don't think it's my best, but you know, it was fun. We experimented, we played, and that's what counts. So thank you for asking me to do a limited color palette. I'm not also a fan of the eye, but anyway, it's not bad. And if you bring it up to the light, it's got some nice shine to it. So yeah, I'd love to see your versions of this page. Please do feel free to tag me in Instagram if you upload your pictures to Instagram. I'd love to see your beautiful works. Very happy to have done this page. It is a lovely, fun page to color, and I did really enjoy it. Thank you so much for your time. If there is any specific pages you would like to see colored in, please do let me know, and I'm happy to look into that for you. If you would like to see a specific color palettes, or you wanted to see some ideas tested out, let me know those as well in the comments below, and I will see what I can do to bring an experiment with you, because at the end of the day, this is how we learn and how we grow. It's by trying new things, testing our ability, seeing what can we do, and that's when we grow. We don't grow from perfection, we grow from trying, and we grow from the process. So I've really enjoyed growing through this process, and I look forward to the next coloring page, and I will see you soon. So take care, have a good weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.